All right, well, grade 5, here we go again. Once again, today is not going to be a long video, just these 3 examples that we want to look at. Yesterday we focused on adding decimals. Today our focus is on just the opposite, subtracting decimals. So we're going to come over here. And once again, our rule is going to be the same. We're going to be reminding ourselves regularly about how the decimals need to be lined up. But the way we subtract is the exact same way. We're going to do this just like we would 3,756 minus 2,239. So we're going to come here and we're going to say, well, 6 minus 9, well, I can't do that. Okay? Something that is often done, 5th grade, that I'm going to point out on this first one is sometimes I have students who say, well, 6 minus 9, I can't do that. So then they just do the opposite. They do minus 6 and they write a 3 here. That's not right. Please don't do that. Don't say, well, I can't do 6 minus 9, so I'm going to do 9 minus 6, and I'm going to go ahead and put a 3 there. Please do not do that. That is a no. All right, so I'm going to erase that and get that out of there. What you actually need to be doing when you do that is think, well, I can't do 6 minus 9, so I know you know what to do, so you're going to borrow from the 5. The 5 is going to become a 4, and this 6 is going to become a 16. Then you're going to think 16 minus 9. Well, 16 minus 9 is 7. Then you're going to do 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Then I'm going to drop the decimal down. Then I'm going to do 7 minus 2, which is 5. And then I'm going to do 3 minus 2, which is 1. And I'm going to get an answer of 15 and 17 hundredths for this particular problem. Look at number 2. 41 and 22 hundredths minus 8 and 96 hundredths. Well, I can't do 2 minus 6, so I'm going to borrow from the 2, make that a 1, make that 2 a 12. Then I'm going to have 12 minus 6, and 12 minus 6 is 6. Then I'm going to have 1 minus 9. Now, I can't do 1 minus 9, so I'm going to borrow 1 from that one. I'm going to make that a 0. I'm going to make that 1 an 11. Then I'm going to have 11 minus 9. Well, 11 minus 9 is 2. Then I'm going to drop my decimal straight down. All right, once again, we don't want to forget to do that, because if that decimal's not there, that is incorrect. Then I'm left with 0 minus 8. Well, we know we can't take 8 away from nothing, so I have to borrow from the 4 and make that a 3. And the 0 is going to become a 10. That leaves me with 10 minus 8. Well, 10 minus 8 is 2. Then I have 3 minus, there's nothing here. Now, if I want to, I can put a 0 here. But as always, Mr. Swack is going to say, if you don't need numbers, don't put them there. Because it's very easy to get things offline or think that those numbers mean something else, or you don't write the number neatly and you're not sure what it is. So in this situation, I would just prefer to have you not write anything there and realize, well, that's just 3 minus nothing. There's nothing there. So essentially, you're just dropping the 3 down, and you're ending up with 32 and 26 hundredths. Last one, subtracting decimals. 27 and 36 hundredths minus 19 and 527 thousandths. This one brings us a little different idea. There's a little different something that we're doing here that wasn't in the first two. And that is that this number here at the bottom, the number that we're taking away, has an extra number sticking out. This has a number in the thousands place, and this number doesn't have anything. A common mistake that is made here, 6th grade, and this is why I put this problem in there, is I oftentimes, even from students in 7th and 8th grade, I've taught math to 7th and 8th graders, and they will still, in a situation like this, just trying to be quick, trying to get done, will just take this 7 and drop it down. Okay? And they do that, rushing, trying to get done. Don't do that. That is not what this is. You would do that if it was an addition, because nothing plus 7 would be 7. That would be okay if we're adding, but we're not adding. We are subtracting. So what we want to think about is, well, we're taking 7 away from nothing. And really, in this situation, Mr. Swack's advice is to insert that 0. Okay? Then it becomes a totally different idea, because then you can say, oh, it's 0 minus 7. I can't do that. So I have to borrow from the 6. I have to make that a 5, and I've got to make that 0 a 10. Then I do 10 minus 7, which is 3. Then I do 5 minus 2, which is 3. I can't do 3 minus 5, so I'm going to borrow from the 7. I'm going to make it a 6. I'm going to make the 3 a 13, and then I'm going to do 13 minus 5. And 13 minus 5 is 8. Then I'm going to drop my decimal straight down, because as always, I don't want to forget to do that. I'm going to think, well, 6 minus 9. Well, I can't do 6 minus 9. So I'm going to borrow from the 2. I'm going to make it a 1. And I'm going to make the 6 a 16. 16 minus 9 is 7. And then 1 minus 1, that's nothing. I can put the 0 there if I want to, but it's not necessary. And my final answer is 7 and 833 thousandths. All right. Have a good day, 5th grade. We'll talk to you later. Bye.